most famous physical therapist on the internet.
All right, hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Today
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to cover the top 3 things better than cracking your neck. So, there's actually a little bit of likelihood, very small, by the way, but if you crack your neck a lot, there's actually, I think it was like 1 out of 10,000 people, but actually it caused a stroke in them. And I know that's a very minute part, but
Right.
This can't be disputed because I saw a lot of studies on it. That it showed that they found out that after someone had had their neck manipulated, that it was actually the cause of artery damage and caused a stroke.
I did have a resident skilled nursing facility that was there for that specific reason. But again, it's very small.
Very small percentage. But we believe that if your goal is to improve the mobility of your neck and your posture and decrease pain, these things we're going to show you today are better than cracking your neck.
Okay.
So, by the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you're going to want to join us on our social media channels because we're always giving something away. Right now, we're giving away the handheld massagers by Renfo.
Renfo.
Yeah, they're really cool, and they're only $40.
But if you win one, you don't have to pay.
That's right. We won't even charge you anything. So go to bobandbrad.com and go to the giveaway section, and you can sign up there, or go to Bob and Brad on Facebook.
There you go.
It's pinned to the top of the page. So when you look at the typical neck here, Brad, so this is a spine, and it's actually facing me just the same way Brad is facing me. The first top 7 bones make up your neck. Now, these bones are held together not only by muscle, but by ligaments.
Right.
And those ligaments, so we got 2 bones here, those ligaments are really tough, fibrous materials.
Right.
And just by cracking your neck, you're not going to affect those ligaments much.
Sure.
If you want to affect those ligaments, you got to put a stretch on them, or mobilization. And that's what we're going to show you today, how different ways to stretch
And
your
it
neck.
may be muscles and the tendons
can also be very tight.
Right.
Yeah, very good
so,
point.
yeah, all these vertebra, they have facet joints between each one.
Little joints right here, yeah.
And that's what actually does the cracking when you do crack those little facet joints, cavitate, technically speaking. But, we're going to show you something you can do at home.
And those joints are covered by ligaments, a capsule.
Ligament, a lot of soft tissue, some pretty aggressive soft tissue.
So the first thing we do, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this, is because quite often it really helps to heat up the area. Now, if you take a normal heating pad, wait, I didn't grab this. Oh yeah, here it is.
It's handy dandy right there.
Right there. A regular heating pad, and I think it's really important to point this out, will only penetrate skin deep, basically.
Right.
It's only maybe a few millimeters. That's represented by this side of the yardstick.
The blue section there.
Now, if you use infrared heat, which the thing I'm wearing right now is, it actually penetrates, Brad, do you remember the number?
2.36 inches.
2.36 inches. Look at the difference here. What's nice about this is if you apply it to a spine, look how much it can actually get into the joints themselves, and it can heat them up. So they're going to be really ready for stretching.
Sure.
And it's also really great for pain relief.
Yep.
So we use the Thermatex infrared system. What's nice about it comes actually with straps like this. You can actually wear it throughout the day. I actually get it up in my upper neck here, upper back and lower neck.
Sure.
And it comes with a nice long cord, and you just plug it in. And or if you have to go out and do something, if you're working at your desk, then you can just unplug it.
Yeah.
But we have a link below. They are pricey, but I'll tell you, I couldn't live without one. This is the platinum model, comes with straps, and Brad and I, during the winter, you actually have one in the chair that you lay on every night.
For my back issue, it really helps maintenance with that. But it's just like an electric heat pad, but it's infrared, and they use much less electricity than the other ones. And these are built extremely well. That's one reason why they do cost.
Yeah, I've been using it for years now. So they have one that they've been using for like 16 years. But,
yeah. 24/7.
So anyway, let's go to the exercise here. So the first thing I like to do I'm going to take this off actually, Brad. For the upper back, is actually all you're going to need is a ball, a tennis ball, and a towel. So, Brad, you want to grab one of those
A tennis ball
and a
and
towel?
a towel. So
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be a big towel, small towel.
Before you sit down or lay
Yep.
down, Brad, I'm going to show them where
Oh,
we're going to put
sure.
it on you. So, what you're going to do is you're going to lay on the ball, and the towel is to soften it a little bit. Otherwise, it's probably too much for most people. But you want to work in this area right in here. And you're saying, well, Bob, that's not the neck. If this is tight, your neck is going to overwork and it's going to cause you pain and even headaches. And I've seen this on so many people. If that part is tight, the neck is doing all the work. There's no movement coming from that upper back,
Sure. Yep.
and it's putting more stress on the neck. And if you're having knots in this area too, this is going to work out really well for this. So all you're going to hit is 6 spots. You're going to hit a spot up towards the upper back here on this side, on the left side, right side, then down a little bit lower, right side, left side, and then down a little bit further yet, right between the shoulder blades, left side, right side. So all he's going to do is lay on it, put the towel down like this. Brad, do you want to show how you're going to do that then?
You bet. Put
Now,
that there.
If you're brand new to this and you've got kind of bad posture, you may have to start off with a pillow underneath your head. Like Brad, if your head won't even go down naturally, you might have to start with a pillow on your head. And you may be surprised to how much that ball bites into that area.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to have too much pain here. It just should be kind of a good pain or just
Hurts so good,
Hurts so good, yeah.
Right. So right now I'm moving a little bit because I can tell, I'm on a tight spot there. And if you just roll a little bit, it helps work that out. So I'm up at the higher spot Bob mentioned. Now with me, I'll have more
Yeah,
success
you don't need. Yeah, you're fine.
without the towel.
And you can actually put your arms overhead, Fred. Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, and
Yep,
that'll
yep.
stretch it even more.
Right. So I get to here, and if I bring my elbow down, it's getting a little too aggressive. So I'm going to do it up here. And actually here, I'm okay right there. I got it right on that trigger point right now at the second position you talked about. I'm working just the left side, and I'll do the third. And then, of course, you're going to repeat on the right side as well.
Yeah, and I do this myself in the mornings when I'm stretching my hamstrings, and I do it for just like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It doesn't take much, but it really made a difference in my spine, and it really made a difference in the having preventing neck pain. So I had just had a patient that I was having doing this, Brad, and she's really kind of fixated, and she was able to tolerate it, but we had to use the pillows, and she was a little shocked how much she didn't think it would
When
be.
you say
feel it.
fixated, you mean physically on her back.
No, she's like it's actually tight.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean by
I
fixated.
didn't know if you meant
Yeah, mentally.
psychologically fixated
No.
on her posture, but it
So-
could be,
All right, so once you get that area loosened up, and you can do all these, the same day, but another one to do that's great. A lot of people don't think of, because a lot of our day is spent with your neck forward generally. Looking forward, looking down at a phone, looking at a laptop, looking at a book, looking at a newspaper. So what you actually want to work on is taking your neck in the opposite direction. And one of the best ways to do that is actually to start with a towel, because for some people, this actually is going to hurt to go back. And if you want to give yourself a little support, you just take a towel. You can do a rolled towel like this,
Yep.
and you can pull down, and you can go back, and you can start working back. And you can actually lean up against the chair here,
Yeah, you
Which
should be
seems to help.
relaxed.
and you're going to take it way, way back.
It should be pain-free. If you're getting pain or any dizziness or lightheadedness, you stop. That's a
Right.
symptom that you should not do this unless you're with a professional.
Yeah, you may want to start off just doing what we maybe say is small arcs.
Sure.
So you maybe want to just go this far, and maybe that's all you're going to do the first day.
Yep.
And the next day you want to try to go a little bit further. Eventually you want to go as far as it lets you go. I
Right.
mean, you want to get your head way, way down there.
Yep.
And those stretches make a
And the
big
towel
difference.
roll really helps support it.
And eventually you can try to work away from the towel. You
Right.
can get the towel away, and you're just going to work on doing it without the towel. Now, you can also take a towel. I guess let me try that one, Brad.
Yeah.
But you can also if you want to use a towel a little bit differently, you can use what we call, again, the selvedge.
Salvage.
Salvage.
I think we get a lot of comments. I didn't know that many people were aware of the edge of a towel.
The
what it
edge
was
of a
called.
towel. It's amazing, isn't it? But you can take the towel and the salvage, and you go right underneath your ears like this.
Yeah.
I'm watching for my mic here. So.
Yeah, right here.
So, and what's nice about this is you can actually hit different levels of the neck.
Yeah.
So
A
I
little
can
more
work,
specific.
yeah, I can a little more specific. And then when I bring my neck back, my fingers, my thumbs stay with my eyes. I don't go like this. They move along with me, and they're applying a little bit of pressure while I'm doing it the whole time.
Again, it should feel like a comfortable stretch. Should not create pain or anything unusual in the arms or the neck. If it does, it's not for you, or you're not ready for it.
And what's
Yeah,
nice
a
about this,
little-
Brad, you can go right into the rotations then with this
Sure.
towel.
Right.
So now you're going to work on trying to improve your turns, which for a lot of people is a problem as
Here,
you get older.
allow me to help, Bob.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, so if you're having that person that is having trouble backing up his vehicle and you don't have one of the cameras yet on your car, which I
Yeah.
don't, you're going to go ahead and work on your rotations. And the towel really aids this too.
Right.
So you're going to go ahead. It's a little complicated here. I'm going to turn to the left. So I bring the right one up.
Mm-hmm.
I switch hands.
Yeah, this is a little tricky, but once you get it,
And I pull this one down,
Yeah.
and I pull this one, and it's going to
we're gonna get your mic out.
Oh,
of the
let's go the other way.
go.
We're going to go switch hands, and I'm pulling down with this one, and this one I'm pulling kind of across my face
Sure.
up into the eyes.
So if you look at the neck, we're just turning.
Yeah.
All those vertebrae in the neck are getting a nice, gentle stretch.
And those joints are slanted this way, and that's why the towel is slanted this way.
Yeah. It puts it all in the same plane, gives a little more advantage for stretching.
Don't go like this. Don't choke yourself.
Yeah.
You're going to bring it across here, but it just gives a little bit of extra pressure, and it helps you work on that rotation that may be a little tight.
It is amazing how many people, I would say, when they get past 60 years old, are lacking in rotation. I think
yeah.
it's just part of the aging process and not doing it as much.
And quite often the rotation they maintain is the one it took to look back in their car because,
Right.
For me, it used to be reach back and try to discipline my kids.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
Bob. I'm sure you didn't have to do that.
No,
hardly
I
ever.
didn't. And we had a band, so they could get way behind me and not have to worry about me trying to deal with them. So anyway, these are much better for you than cracking your neck or trying to, make a sound with your neck.
Right.
And if you stretch it, it may take away that desire to feel like you have to crack your neck.
Right. Well, some people can do it at will.
I know they
Is
can. Right. So, all right. I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching.